the same as party bracelet, but it's a necklace. When you have some leftover beads, you just find a bunch that where the colors kind of go together, and you just find a nice wire that goes with it, and it'll fit all the beads. These are 4, 6, and 8 millimeter beads. That's my favorite. This is 20 gauge, non-tarnished silver, silver plated, probably copper. That's my favorite too. It's one of my favorites. So you can take a lot just in case we want to do some fun stuff, right? So what we're gonna take, almost 3 feet, almost a meter, a little bit less, maybe 2.5 feet, a little bit shy of a meter. You take whatever you want. You take whatever you want, unlike when you walk into the store and you just start picking up stuff and the cashier is like, you don't have to pay, you take whatever you want. That doesn't happen often. Not often. So this one is some kind of weird ceramic bead with different multicolored glass. It's so cute. It's like the unicorn bead. It's like a unicorn was like, and spit a little spit, and the little spit made a little bead on the ground, and then it dried and hardened, and here it is. So pretty. So let's bring it to the middle of our wire, and that's where we'll start. We will start in the middle. Oh, it's so pretty. I just love to look at it. It's like a little planet of the unicorn spinning on its axis. Okay, so let's wrap it around and around. Woo! Like a zyka. We'll just wrap it like this. Oh yes, pretty. It's pretty. Yeah, that's good. Let's make some loops. So I should have made 2 loops. That's how I usually start it with this big bead, but I forgot. So we'll make some loops now. We'll make a loop here and a loop here because that will. It's good to have a loop on both sides so you can lock down other things as you're making this fun little tapestry thing go. See, because I didn't make the loops immediately. Now they're kind of loose like that. That's not the best, but I don't want to start over. Do you want me to start over? Of course you don't. So we'll just go from here. So what are we going to put on next? This little rose quartz. By the way, this is like a rose quartz. That's technically like a cherry quartz. These are rose quartz. That's sodalite. This is called a rondelle, meaning it's kind of round and kind of flat, making everybody happy, both the flat earthers and the round earthers. But it's more like a squished pea. It's like you took a green pea and you're like, oh, green pea, I'm more powerful than you, and you squished it halfway just to show your dominance over green peas, which kind of builds your self-esteem if you think about it. So it makes you feel like, well, I couldn't stand up to Billy on the playground, but I can stand up to these little green cooked peas because I'm powerful. You should brag about it too to Billy later. He'll be pretty impressed. Then he might be afraid of you. Then you won't have to put up with his nonsense anymore. I hope you're listening, Billy. So I'm just gonna put another, you just string the beads on. Just string them on, wrap them up, make some fun stuff. But while you're doing it, make some cool loops, like cool, fun loops, because loops can look like flower petals or like little bunches of leafy things, and make them tight and make them fun and like, see, fun stuff. And then every once in a while, come around like this and wrap your wire around a key place like this loop right here, because that strengthens everything, and you want to kind of strengthen your tapestry so it's all one really uniform, strong piece, not just all flimsy, because then when somebody's wearing it and they go to hug someone, as I always say, it'll get all wonked out of shape. And a hug should bring love. It should not bring destruction. That's what I always say. All right. That looks good, right? Cute. And we're going to wrap this around there. And let's do some more flower petal-y things. Why not? Flower petal-y things make the world so happy. Do you remember that song from the 80s? Flower petal-y things. You might not have remembered it because I wrote it and I was a wee little lad and I never actually recorded it or copyrighted it. So only I would know it because it was in my head. But I asked you anyway, just in case, because who knows, maybe you remember it. So I'm anchoring this down around here. Let's try to pull that tight into a loop like that. Bam. Okay, good. And we're anchoring it. We're also moving our way around, trying to fill in all the spots with pretty stuff. So I left that area and came up here. So now this is all empty. Let's take this wire and bring him down there so he can start doing fun stuff down there. Let's put this rondelle. Help me rondelle, help me rondelle. And this rondelle, I like to smush him flat so you can see the round part more. And then I like to do a spiral because it makes me happy. Makes me happy to spiral around the rondelle. Don't ask me why. My therapist couldn't figure it out. All right. Ah, yes, is looking pretty. Now, coming out of this spiral, I'm going to do some little tight little loopy-doopies. Loop-de-loop-de. And your loop-dees, they don't have to all be the same size. In fact, if they're all different sizes, it makes it like cool, like nature. Because in nature, a lot of different things are all different sizes. And you don't get mad at nature for that. You just say, oh, thank you, nature. That's kind of cool. All right, so let's see. We'll do one more loop-de-loop. There we go. Now we'll hug this, what's it called, rose quartz there. We'll just give them a hug. Just locking stuff down more, anchoring it so we can keep moving. Oh, my eye itches. Okay, turned it. Sometimes you flatten these a little bit more by messing with it. And then give it some pull. Oh yeah, this is tight in here, this is tight in here, but as a whole piece, this is a big mess, right? So we only have a little bit of wire left. Let's use it up in a proper way. Let's get all our stuff tied down. Let's get all our beads used. You don't have to use them all. I mean, you might find a lot of times I'll take out like 10 beads and only end up using like 7 of them or something, and I don't even realize it till later. But let's get him in there. And how can we lock all this together? Let's come around here. No, that's too easy. Let's come around there, get through there. Yeah, that will make a nice tight anchor, I feel like. You want to pull stuff tight too, right? Okay, it's better, but it's still not amazing. So we'll put this beautiful cherry quartz on there. Whoa, get in there. Okay. And we'll wrap it around here. All right, now we're gonna get our pliers in here, really pull tight. We wanna get some really tight stuff to finish this off because we played enough, and now also I'm kind of molding it, I'm stretching it out. I want it into this shape of more of a little moon shape kind of, and I was just having fun talking to you guys. I didn't really pay attention to what I was doing so far. So let's get this last bead on there. See if we can still pull this off. Let's put him right there. Him or her, I don't know. I never ask the beads, are you a him or her? Because you know what? They never answer me anyway. And I'm kind of frustrated by that. You know, they act like they're too good to answer, but whatever. Okay, pull that tight. All right, so we have some wonky parts. We got to tighten them up, and we have about only 1.5 inches on each side of the wire left. So we're gonna really concentrate on tightening up all these parts. Pull that through there, pull it real tight. Good. Okay. That one's really loose down there. So we're gonna come around here, get it right through that loop there. Pull that tight. And we're gonna go through it twice because sometimes you just need to. You just feel like it's tighter, but it's not going to stay if it gets stressed or whatever. So you gotta go through it 2 times. And pulling, yep, that's pretty tight now. That's still a little loose. So we'll just come down here one more time, figure out why he's not terribly loose, he's just a little movable. Maybe give him a little crimp right there. That actually helped. But we have a little bit of wire left. Can we use it to strengthen him? I'm on the back side now, trying to figure out where's, yeah, let's just come through here. And where's that wire? There it is. Poke it through, pull it through, and boom, we're done. We're done. We have a 1/2 inch left. We're just gonna make a tight little tiny swirl. I always like to end these little guys with swirls, or sometimes I'll make a scarf and wrap them around something and tuck them, but there's no scarf here really to play with. So I'm making a little swirl, and he's done. That's a nice little tight tiny swirl just tucked right in there. Okay, This is pretty strong. That part's still not as strong as I like, but I have no wire left. So unless I added a piece, which you totally can, pretty much done. This bead is not facing the way I want. Okay, good, better. This one, this is good too. Make him into a swirl. And put him right there. And okay, now, good. Actually, now because it's not so incredibly tight, I can kind of stretch it more into the shape I wanted, which I said was kind of like a little bit of a crescent moon, but it's kind of turning more into like a, just kind of a stretched out, what's the word? Kind of more of a stretched out oval. But no, look, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm stretching it, playing with it. And I'm gonna totally flip this guy over like that. That's gonna make him stronger and stick out more. So you can just play with all these different loops and beads and formations, get it the way you want. Look at this. I'm totally getting it into the shape of a crescent moon, sort of. Crescent moon-ish. It's getting there. And why is it getting there? Because I believe. I believe in the crescent moon. Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. I like it. I like it like that. I think it's cute. And I'll bend this guy up a little bit. Sometimes a round nose will keep it from losing its loopy shape. Bend this guy up a little bit. I'll bend all three of these. So flatten them a little more like this. If you bend them more, then they kind of are stronger. And then we'll bend this one up. There we go. You even made that one appear. There we go. That's kind of what I'm going for. Now, if you want, this is fun, you could turn it that way and it could be a cool, cute pendant and just hang some jump rings and chain. But I want to do it this way because it's like different. It's going to look really cute as like a little, not quite a choker, like maybe a couple inches lower than a choker, like hang right on the collarbone, like right there. And then the chain, it's so cute, right? So cute. And just put a little bit of chain on each side. So nice chunky chain is good because it's adjustable. You put the lobster clasp and you can clasp it anywhere you want. You can go all the way from a tight choker, which is like maybe 12 inches on a skinny neck, all the way to like as long as you want. You can make it 30 inches so it hangs down halfway down someone's torso. So whatever you want. But I'm going to make this one about 12 inches to maybe 16 inches because I want it to be kind of a tie-up necklace. And then it could possibly be a choker for some people. Maybe I'll go all the way to 18 inches because some people's necks are not as skinny as others. So just put a jump ring, cut this in half, put a lobster clasp in there, and we're done. Yay!